I'm gay. That's literally it. But I haven't plucked up the courage to come out to my loved ones yet. That's perfectly fine. I mean, everybody goes on their own timelines. You don't need to come out if you're not comfortable yet. Hi, gay. I'm Dad. Are you of Irish heritage? You could be Gaelic. I feel like you really missed out on the opportunity to go with Gaelic. I do believe that's where they were going with that, but thank you for the clarification. At the same time, no one has to know what your sexual preferences are. Come out to them when you feel ready and comfortable. Try and get somewhat of a feeling of how they feel about it too, before coming out. It could very possibly help ease the stress of coming out, plus you'll have a more definitive answer whether to come out to them or not. Take your time, learn more about yourself, and take it one day at a time. It's all you can do. I heard that in my head as the guy in the green onesie jumping off the countertop, and it effing cracked me up. Good luck, gay stranger. Ah, that just brings back memories. Then your nickname should be Gay Clothes 1861. That joke was bad. Reddit was mocking me when I signed up. You and everyone else, pal. Hi, gay. I'm random internet person. Nice to meet you. What kind of name is that? Is that your first or last name? Hey, mate, good for you coming out. I'm certain it was difficult. Simple rules and you'll be okay. One for sure, be a happy person. Bring joy where you can. Exhibit kindness at all possible times. Life is very complex with a host of own complications. You'll experience more and more complexity in this life with whatever your orientation happens to be. Live by the golden rule and most of the world will be cool with you. Editor, there are no posts for terminal illness one, so I guess moving on. Oh God, I don't know if I want to read that one. My sister called me a creep, and I think she's right. Okay, so I, 14 male, think that I have a thing for feet. A week ago, I was in class and my crush was wearing sandals. I noticed how she was wearing nail polish and how pretty her feet were, so I got excited and ended up taking my phone out to sneak a picture. Today, my sister had to use my phone because her phone had tore up. Anyways, she used it and afterwards saw the picture when she was swiping off tabs. She yelled at me and called me a dirty little creep. Plus, told my mom and dad. My dad thought it was funny, but my mom did not and took away my PC. This happened earlier and I haven't left my room since because of it. I'm very humiliated and I think that I might be a bad person for what I did. Okay, 14-year-old? Yikes, this is weird. I mean, you're not like the worst person in the world, but also you're 14. Don't be doing this yet. Being attracted to feet isn't necessarily gross in itself. A lot of people have foot fetishes. Taking a picture of a girl's feet without her consent or knowledge is creepy though. Don't dwell on it. Just recognize it wasn't the right thing to do and try to control that impulse in the future. Yeah, number one thing, don't just take pictures of strangers, especially when you're like zooming in on certain body parts. Also 14. It's the doing things with no consent that makes it creepy. You can like feet, but you can't just take candid photos of people's feet. I wish your sister would have talked to you about it though. Dude, don't think too deep into it. You're young. I'm 21. I'm young. I understand. We all make mistakes. It's important that you learn from this one and just don't do it again and you're in the clear. It's quite harmless. Next time, just don't take pictures without consent. When you get a girlfriend, you can ask her for all the feet pics in the world and it'd be fine. Enjoy your life, little man. Edit. I'm not into feet personally, but I think it's fine to have such desires. I can respect a pretty pair of toes when I see them. LMAO. Something feels like fishy about this one. It's just the fact that they're 14. We should be educating, sure, but it almost feels like some of these are encouraging his behavior. It's like, Yes, you are a creep, but not for having a foot fetish. That's completely normal. But taking someone's pic without their consent, even in public places, is definitely creepy. This is how you learn. You do something wrong, you feel bad, you don't want to feel bad, so you don't do it again. Bad people instead convince themselves it wasn't bad. Listen to the guilt, learn from it, and move on. You are young. You seem to realize that taking the picture wasn't appropriate and deleted it. Makes you introspective. Liking feet, totally normal. You're only 14 and didn't know better, and now you do, so don't do it again. I posted in a plus-size fashion sub and got both called fat and my post deleted because I wasn't plus-sized enough. I don't know how to feel about it. The duality of man, LOL. To be clear, it was two different people. I just thought it was funny because as soon as I saw the fat shaming comment, I received a message saying that my post was removed because the sub was only for plus-sized people, and the mod linked a petite fashion sub instead. I mean, people just hate anything and everything. Doesn't matter how big or small you actually are, people are just gonna not like you, for no reason. Plus-sized is quite open. I at least couldn't tell from plus-sized, chubby, and fat, other than my own likings. I feel this in my mid-size bones. I'm 5'4" and 175 pounds. Constantly told I'm not fat. Constantly told I'm fat. What the fuck? Ah, the good old-fashioned Schrodinger's weight. What is the name of the account? We should honestly report the page because the way you were treated was disgusting. Because you are absolutely beautiful. And I'm a fat woman too, but that's not what makes me ugly. Just keep in mind that every time someone says something mean about you, it's not a reflection of you, but a reflection of themselves. You're a queen. Don't listen to those peasants. Work, honey. Oh my god, love the energy. Yeah, I got kicked out from a Facebook fashion group for plus size because I'm not fat enough. Too fat for normal sizing, not fat enough for plus sizing. The friendly fire has to stop. Like, come on, y'all. We're all in this together. We're all fat. Time to start ordering KFC fried chicken mega bowls every day. Are you size 12 or 14 plus? If so, you're technically plus size. If you're a size 10 or below, you're not. It's pretty straightforward. Sizes aren't consistent. I'm on the brink between plus size and not, and that metric wouldn't clear it up for me at all. Some pants, I'm a size 16, but some skirts, dresses, etc., I can wear even an 8 or a 6. Depends on the brand and where the clothes are tight. I don't know my own size definitively because I shop exclusively at thrift stores where all kinds of different sizings are mixed together. I'm going to leave my girlfriend of 9 years tomorrow. Me and my girlfriend, both 23, have been together since we were 14. We met when I moved schools and I got put in her class. We started hanging out a lot a month after I moved, and 6 months later, we started dating. For the first couple years, everything went great. We did a lot of fun things together. The first time we went on vacation by ourselves, I took her to Argentina because her older brother lives there and I wanted to surprise her. 3 years ago, we started talking about starting a family, and last year she gave birth to our beautiful son. I thought my life was going great, but that changed 2 weeks ago when I got a call from her younger sister asking me to meet her because she had something to tell me. When I met with her sister, she got straight to the point. She told me that my girlfriend had been cheating on me with her friend. At first, I didn't want to believe it, but it turned out that my girlfriend had told her about it and told her to keep it a secret. After I left, I wanted to confront my girlfriend, but I decided to wait until tomorrow. No matter what she says, I'm leaving her tomorrow, and the only reason I'll stay in contact is for our son. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, but shout out to your girlfriend's sister. She's a real one for telling you this instead of, keeping the lie. Sorry, dude. I have no words. Definitely sucks. Make sure the kid is actually yours. Already know he is. My parents basically forced us to get a test, and he is mine. The only good thing about this crappy situation is that you're 23, and you still have your whole life ahead of you, man. Take that time, be with your kid as much as you can, and reach out to your friends/family, and spend time with them too. That will help. Time heals all wounds, bro. Good luck. Did her sister provide evidence that proves she cheated without a doubt? Or is it just her word over the word of your girlfriend? Decently fair point, but then we have to question the motive of the sister. Why would she try and lie like that? Can you please update us on what happens tomorrow? And we never heard what happened tomorrow. Today is my birthday, and nobody said anything. I turned 18, female, today, but nobody wished me. I do have friends here and there, but I don't blame them for not remembering my birthday. But what hurts the most is not even my mom remembers it. She didn't remember my birthday, but she did remember both of my cousins' birthdays last month. They are my uncle's children, and they are like the golden children of the family. Everyone, like my grandma, prefers them over me. But I am not mad about that. What I hate is even my mom prefers them over me. She even said it to me. It broke me. She says they are better than me, which I won't deny, and that they are more obedient, and she would have preferred them over me. My mom even went shopping a week before their birthdays and made sure to send them their gifts. But on my birthday, she hasn't gotten me anything at all, and she probably won't. I know I'm not the perfect child, but at least as my mom, I thought thought she would love me. Sorry if this sounds like a rant. I just feel like such a worthless loser right now. If you read all of it, sorry for wasting your time in advance. You can DM me if you want. Thank you. Oh my god, this is painful, actually. How dare that mother make this person feel this way? I'm kind of at a loss for words. Like, this is evil to do this to a person. She didn't remember it, or she didn't want to wish you a happy birthday, because she sounds like a horrible mother. Anyways, happy birthday. Thank you. She's kinda awful. She wants me to get a job. I had 2 interviews lined up. I have no gas, and I asked her for help, and she told me it was my own problem. I'm a mom. I have always held a special place for birthdays. This hurts me that your mom could birth you and tell you that. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear special one. Happy birthday to you. I hope you know that no matter what, this mom, who has gone through so much, is wishing you peace of mind. You are enough. You are loved. You matter. Please take care of yourself. Happy birthday. Your free trial of adulting begins today. Warning, some features are not accessible until you're 21 years or older. When you hit 27, you'll stop caring. But for now, happy birthday. Mine too. Happy birthday. Thank you. Happy birthday. Some people suck ass. Sometimes those people are moms. It is a reflection of them, not you. Happy birthday. I'm repulsed by my husband. There's no attraction left. I can appreciate that he's a very good-looking person, but I'm not attracted anymore. It's been too many years of him acting like a selfish child. I don't think I can ever get it back. You know, it sounds pretty valid if he's been acting like a selfish child for God knows how many years, so you're fine. My therapist once told me that once you see the love bank completely empty, it's hard to ever see anything in it again. Like a jar full of pennies. When your lover does good things, it adds. When they do bad things, it takes. And when you see it completely empty, it's almost impossible to ever see it filling up again. You know what to do, friend. Nothing left here. They might know what they have to do, they just don't know if they have the strength to do it. Once the ugly heart takes over, it's hard to see attraction anymore. You should talk to him about this rather than tell mentally ill people on the internet. You know what? That's entirely valid. That's a really good point. You should bring it up with your husband. This is why you can't ick people out, you guys. I've cheated in every relationship I've ever been in. I, 21 female, have cheated on every partner I've had since high school, being roughly 6 to 7 relationships. Some were impulsive, some were carefully thought out and planned around my partners. Others stemmed from selfishness, being too scared to break up, and some I felt so guilty about I confessed. I've either had multiple partners or emotionally/physically cheated on the one. The reasons range from insecurity, boredom, ego, general horniness, or resentful towards my partner. My last relationship was probably my most relentless, with both me and the boyfriend cheating on each other tens of hundreds of times over a period of 2 years. Since that ended, I've stick to casual hookups and nothing more. I hate the person I am when I cheat on someone that at the end of the day was just looking for love like me. I also hate myself when cheating on a partner who did it first instead of leaving. I decided not to date until I can understand my behavior and work through my insecurities, even if that takes me years of therapy and self-reflection. My ADHD also plays a role, not an excuse, on my behavioral actions and impulses, so I want to learn how to control that as well before jumping into the dating pool. Before I close, I want to add 2 of my strongest opinions from being a serial cheater. 1, all cheating is cheating, no matter how minor. Girls kissing girlfriends, friendly flirting, etc. Whether I was dancing with a stranger in a bar or making overly friendly small talk with a coworker, I knew what I was doing. 2, if someone cheats on you, they do not love you. I've told countless partners I loved them while cheating, knowing I didn't. Cheating is always enacted from pure selfishness, decided against your partner's wishes, knowing it will cause hurt to them. That's something you do when you don't love someone, and love has no room for selfishness. That is my confession. Thank you to anyone who took the time to read. I mean, on one hand, she knows it's bad, but on the other, she did it like a lot. So I don't know how to feel about this. Not trying to be a dick, but it's serial cheater, not serial cheater. Seems like she cheated in English classes as well. You know, probably a fair assumption. This doesn't take much reflection to figure out. You're afraid of commitment. It could be a projection about being afraid people aren't willing to commit to you, so you cheat on them to take control and pretend you don't care when really it drives you nuts. If you want to love and want to be loved, then be picky. Don't date someone for one good quality and 5 bad ones. Take your time. Choose wisely. This post halfway sounds like a brag, like you're confessing, but also proud that you're sharing your bad behavior because, again, maybe you find control in confronting the behaviors, but you don't sound that remorseful. Did your parents cheat on one another? Have you had any adults in your life model a healthy, monogamous relationship? There are things I would further reflect on if I were you. Sort of valid to bring up the parent side, but you're also a stranger on the internet. You probably shouldn't be psychoanalyzing. Cheating is up there on one of the things that are unforgivable in my honest opinion. You can literally ruin someone's life that way. You are flaunting that cheating means nothing to you, but in reality, you are inflicting lifelong wounds to people that may never recover. So yeah, F you. You're 21 and had already 6 to 7 exclusive relationships, otherwise it wouldn't be cheating, that are actually serious enough to be called a relationship. That's quite a lot for someone who clearly doesn't want to be exclusive. For real, should have just done flings. I've actually not heard of ADHD being used as an excuse for cheating before. LOL. That's new. No, you see, but they said ADHD was not an excuse. They just needed to mention it. I'm trash and shouldn't be in a relationship. Would have taken a lot less time to type. I was a janitor and lived rent-free in the janitor's closet. I worked as a janitor in a school. There was a dedicated janitor's closet which was quite spacious. After I had finished vacuuming all the classes in the afternoon, I had to turn the security system on and leave within a minute. There was a caveat though. The front gate and the dedicated janitor's closet were exempt from the motion cameras. I couldn't justify or afford spending half my paycheck a week for what should be a human rights shelter. So I did what I had to do and simply lived in that closet. I saved over $20,000 in rent. I installed a mini fridge and an air fryer and had quite the time. The contract got changed, so I lost that gig. I feel a bit bad for freeloading off the school, but the government can provide insulated sheds to all of its citizens for a few billions, but would rather spend much more on war and overinflated salaries for its oligarchs. I wouldn't do it again. Best commute ever, though. Oh my god, you're like the best side character ever. Every 80s movie ever. I mean, even in 90s TV shows, that's like the best character is the janitor. Were you saving money to look for your parents who lost you at the Grand Canyon? Once you were in the closet, were you able to leave afterward? If you wanted to go out somewhere? Or once you were in, were you stuck in all night? What if you needed to use the bathroom? The janitor's closet definitely has a drain. So you waffle stomp the poo? Look, they did what they had to do, and we should probably just leave it to the universe to know that. I've actually thought abandoned schools should be turned into subsidized housing for people, so good on you. That could be a good idea, but would the government do it? No. LOL, sounds like a Disney gimmick or something. What was the shower/hygiene situation? Notice how OP is not participating in any of the comments. I'm getting skeptical of the truthfulness. I mean, there isn't a rule about follow-ups on these confessions, like you don't have to respond. I threw a friend's photo album in the garbage when I was 9. My friend brought a photo album with all her baby pictures to school. It had pictures of her as a baby and she was very excited to show us. When she left it aside during recess, I took it. I honestly don't know why I did it. I just did. I brought it straight to my house and dug it deep in my trash. To make things worse, it had her hospital bracelet from when she was a newborn. Now that it's been over 10 years, I just feel god awful. Oh, you silly kids doing weird, mean things for no reason. Jesus. I feel secondhand bad after reading this. Yeah, are we complicit now? Like, we know what you've done. You're not from St. Cloud, Florida, right? This happened to me once. OP, do not respond. This is the main reason why I never brought to school stuff I cared about. I was bullied by a group of boys, and they would have probably done something similar to me as well. It's a hard lesson a lot of kids have to learn, is that if you bring something really cool to school, it might just get stolen and you'll never get it back. Probably jealous of what it stands for. At that age, I saw a girl slice the saddle of a boy's new bike. She just couldn't stand to see someone having anything nice. I feel bad for people like that, but I also don't want them around me. My friend did something like this, except instead of a photo album, it was my mom's scrapbook and art journals from her youth. She thought I'd be funny to destroy them, then help me look for them. She told me 3 years after it happened. It was the last time we spoke. feel weird about this one. Really want to know what was going through your mind. I am twice adopted and have 0 baby pictures. I get free McDonald's meal anytime without paying anything. In Australia, we have an app for McDonald's called My Macca's app. You can order on your phone and receive rewards and discount meal deals. I discovered my app had a glitch, and every time I order anything, they never charge me. It's been going on for a year now. Well, don't talk about it, then they're gonna fix it. Don't update the app. Don't update the app. If you do, your free ticket is gone. You need to keep this. LOL. This is r/confession. The OP is trying to get over his guilt, and the entire sub is giving him ideas on improving. Not that I mind, of course. Are you sure it's not actually charging you? Anyone remember that exploit on Uber Eats or DoorDash or whatever it was that let you get anything for free, only it wasn't free and actually charged your card? It just didn't show it on the app. Then people made posts about how they get $17,000 bottles of liquor delivered for free, only to find out they now owe $17,000 on their credit card. Good times. I do not remember that, but how dumb do you have to be to think, yeah, $17,000, I can just slip this by, they'll never notice. You can always get free food if they are busy, and you just walk to the counter and say you were just in the drive-thru and they forgot your McChicken. Most times, they'll just hand you one. It's almost like the Chipotle free food shelf. You know, the one that says pick up on it? You can just walk in and grab whatever. They don't care. My Starbucks app had a glitch for a few months and I had enough stars for a free drink. After getting my free drink, the stars would stay on. So, unlimited free drinks. I feel guilty, so only got a free drink every few times. My stars got so high, I got a free travel mug. After a few months, the stars went away after a purchase and have always gone away now. Feeling guilty for taking money from the super nice, super moral Starbucks? Yeah, you don't have to feel any guilt. That's a guilt-free activity, really. I recommend deleting this post, because the moment someone from McDonald's sees this post, they are going to patch this. This is why stupid people can't have nice things. No, they won't. The McDonald's app is garbage. Gotta agree, I've been using the McDonald's app quite a bit, and it is probably the worst food app I've ever used. And it is one of the biggest companies in the world. Like, I don't get it. We are planning a gender reveal for our baby, but I know the gender. My wife and I are expecting our first baby. We had an ultrasound at 20 weeks today. Requested the ultrasound tech to keep the gender as a secret and give it to us in an envelope. Our plan was to know the gender on the day of gender reveal party. We got a sealed envelope, gave it to my best friend, and he is supposed to bring it with him to the gender reveal party. Earlier, I was going through notes from our doctor's visit. Ultrasound results. We were initially told that all the reports and visit summaries have been sanitized with the gender type. It was mentioned as gender reveal planned in every report except in one report where the gender was mentioned, and it seems like a mandatory field to mention in the report. I now accidentally got to know the gender of our baby. I don't blame the ultrasound tech for writing it in the reports, but she could have gave me a heads up to not open that one report, LOL. While I'm neutral on the gender, I just can't act normal around family and friends, especially around my wife. It's going to be very hard for me in the next 10 days to keep my mouth shut and not let any spoilers out. I didn't mention the gender here because a couple of my friends lurk in this sub. That's the confession. No matter what, the best part is I'm going to be a dad. I'm already thinking about names. Update, we are having a boy. I kept my mouth shut all along and everyone was able to enjoy the surprise. Thanks to all who gave their congrats and best wishes. Congratulations, now where's the wildfire? No, I'm kidding. Hopefully you didn't use pyrotechnics to reveal that your baby has ding dong. Perfect time to start a bet with someone. Congratulations. Oh yeah, that would have been perfect, dude. Like you should, could have cashed in so good. As a father of 3, I can promise you shutting the hell up is one of the most valuable skills you can learn. There are going to be lots of things you can't or shouldn't say, and if you do, the consequences can be dire, i.e. lost relationships. Take this opportunity to practice. The ability to keep a secret translates into being the dad your kids can come to when they need someone to talk to without fear. It's worth it. Just don't burn down half of California with the stupid pyrotechnic gender reveal party and we're good. Fingers crossed it was just like cake or like a balloon popping or something easy. Congratulations! You have at least a decade ahead of you of pretending that you don't know. The punchline to a joke, the birthday surprise, the prank your kid set up, take this as your first practice. Remember back when gender reveal wasn't a thing and you just told people? While I do think gender reveal as a concept is is a little silly. Are people not allowed to have fun? Come on now. Oh, I actually have a little reveal to give myself. Are you ready? This video's over. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Brandon, and I will make sounds at you another day. Bye.